taken to safety to my office. Another member who was in my speaker's panel took over and started to preside business of the day. We can play the next one when Honorable Julius Matwere, who was my panelist member.
Through the chair.
You were in the speaker's panel?
Now, that one is when I'm in my office. When I left the chambers, the sergeant at arms took me to my office. While I was in my office, again, the honorable members came attacking me. I think we can play the video and then you can have a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. And then the other faction, there was the sergeant at arms.
So what you are saying is that the sergeant at arms actually did not
perform their duties as expected.
They did not pick the mess themselves?
Very true.
So you exited without a mess?
Exactly.
Somebody else jumped onto that seat without the invitation?
Very true.
Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. The question I wanted to get some relevance is, why was this anger towards you? Why? Because I want to understand, you were the speaker, there was a vote which was supposed to impeach the governor. That vote took place. Because what I see here, I don't see a dispute about the vote. I see the dispute about you. What is it that this team was fighting you about?
The issue was, after the impeachment, the 22-member team wanted to change the leadership of the House. As I said, the contested seat was the majority position. When the majority leader was kicked out, comes from UPA party, which has the majority of members in the assembly, went through the party, went to court, obtained court orders that were to retain him as the leader of majority. And then the other faction felt that I wasn't doing right by obeying that court order, which was served to me. So they felt I was protecting the other side, which they never wanted. So basically, the issue there is about the honorable members fighting for their own leadership positions.
Did you, through you, Chair, did you pronounce yourself on the issue that the member of the Assembly who had that court order had actually the court order and you were implementing the court order?
Exactly, and I called the members, I told them. They said it's me who went behind and obtained the court order.
You have an answered report on that?
We shared outside because it's a coalition agreement.
No, you are not answering my question. Answer my question.
I did that.
Do you have the answered report available on you pronouncing yourself that you had a court order?
Exactly, I did the communication from the chair.
Thank you. Then what was the reason why they reacted that way?
They felt I was protecting the member they never wanted to occupy that position who already had a court order.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't you understand it? What has proposed?
Yeah, I don't understand. Why was the court order?
It was belonging to my deputy speaker then, with Thaddeus Nyabaru. It has that seal, but a member who served me...
Excuse me, does the law have something called suspension?
It doesn't have that, Honorable Chair. It's nowhere.
So to me, what do I do now?
I went to court.
To get the court to interpret for you whether you should be suspended.
If you check Annex 1C, we have that letter, page 15 in that document of my suspension. It was written on the 8th, but I was served on the 9th via WhatsApp from a member of a county assembly.
After you have been removed, was there any election that's at second place for to appoint a speaker?
I will get the Honorable Chair. If you allow me, keep
Okay,
going,
go
you will have all the picture. So on the 9th, I was out that letter.
So
and
Chair,
then,
Chair, maybe before we get there, your letter says that there was a motion suspending you. Was there such a motion?
they did that motion when I was assaulted. I came to learn about it later. The very same day, I was kicked out from the chambers, and then my panelist member took over. They hurriedly did that motion using standing order number 50 that talks about suspension, which applies to members of the county assembly, not the speaker. Well, the speaker is an ex-officio member. So the suspension is a yellow card for the speaker, not from a member to suspend the speaker. It's the speaker who can suspend a member. So the members applied it to suspend an ex-officio member. They did a motion. So, and if allowed, I can take you through. After that suspension letter, I moved to court to challenge it. And on the 11th of October, I obtained court orders, and they are annexed there. Annex 2, page 24. And the orders are there. They're very clear, explicit, and ambiguous. And the order 2 and 3 were granted.
Excuse me.
It is on page 24. And Honorable Chair, if I can read through the 2 orders that were granted by the High Court of NYAMIRA.
Go ahead.
Order number 2 that was granted says that pending hearing and the determination of the application herein, this Honorable Court be pleased to issue interim conservatory orders staying the effect and implementation of the purported resolution of the first respondent passed on 8th October 2024, purporting to suspend the petitioner, the applicant, from discharging his functions and duties as the speaker of the first respondent. The most important one is number 3 of the order, that pending the hearing and determination of the application herein, the Honorable Court be pleased to issue interim, temporally injunctive orders restraining the respondents and the interested party or any other person acting, you underline the word acting, on their behalf or otherwise from stopping, you underline that, parrying, you underline that, or otherwise interfering, you underline the word interfering, with the petitioner, applicant from discharging of his functions and the duties as the speaker of the first respondent. Those were the orders that were granted on the 11th of October. I served the orders to all parties of the County Assembly, and then I came back to work on the 15th of October to discharge my duties. When I came back, we can play a video and see what happened.
Go ahead.
It's the third one with that chronology. It's the third one, yeah.
Through the chair, while you're waiting for that, number 4. In number 4,
Yeah. The subsequent
On 3.
when you put prayer 4, clarified that 4.
Just tell us the
I
Examination of the application. In
had orders. And
where I left is when I had the orders and I tried to access the chambers to discharge my duties. That's the video clip I wanted to be played. That was on the 15th, after obtaining the orders on the 11th and serving to the member of the County Assembly. That's me. I think we can hold it there. You have seen what is happening. The pressings of the County Assembly were occupied by people we call goons. Because an honorable chamber, you don't expect people to have stones, rungus, and all things you can imagine. Those are, others are staff members, others are honorable members, and others are people from the public who were already put in the chambers. So I was repulsed. I didn't have any weapon, and the unfortunate part of it is that the police were repulsing people who were coming peacefully to attend to sessions, including honorable members who were kicked out not to attend the sessions, which is wrong as per to the operating standards of the county assemblies. That's what happened on that day. From there,